What's going on, everyone? In today's episode, we're going to be going over something that probably has affected every single one of you at some time or stage when you've been training, or not even training, just in your life. And that is back pain. Just that dull, annoying ache in the lower back that prevents you from doing the things that you enjoy. So we're going to be going through a few mobility techniques, stretches, all that type of stuff to try and help you out and get you back into training at 110%, or just get you back enjoying things. So stay tuned. Alright, when we are talking about back pain, I am talking about general population, annoying ache through the lower back. I'm not talking post-surgery, I'm not talking disc problems, all that type of stuff. I'm just talking general lower back discomfort. And a large percentage of the population suffer from this on a daily basis. So these generally come from two kind of, should I say, postural angles. You have the flexion-based back pain, which is this position here. And this is your office guys, the people that are over in this position all day on the computer, rounded shoulders, rounded back, and then you jump into a workout, all that is super tight, and then you pull, like deadlifting for a rounded back and everything like that. When you're sat down in this position, you sat down on a seat, you're shortening through the hamstrings, you're shortening through the glutes, and you're just locking all that area up. So when we're in this position, we want to focus on mobilizing the posterior chain. So what I mean by that, glutes, hamstrings, all that area we want to loosen off to take the pressure off the lower back and get us into a better postural position to be performing big lifts like deadlifts and squats and all that type of stuff. Then we have our extension-based back pain, and that is where we're in this position here, okay? So butts back a little bit, hips are back here, we're forward, and that causes a lot of lower back discomfort as well. And that is generally through being extremely tight through the hip flexors, TFL area, all that type of stuff. So today, I'm gonna give you a few mobility tips on mobilizing all the posterior chain for this type of stuff here, and then all through the hip flexors, TFL area for that type of stuff there. So let's get into it. All right, we are gonna start off with mobilizing all through the posterior chain, helping with this problem here, the rounding of the back. We're gonna stretch out all the hamstrings and glutes, and then basically I'm gonna introduce things with bands and things with balls if you have those at home or if you have those at the gym. If you don't, you'll just stick with these exercises that I'm gonna show you at the start. So we're gonna do a really simple hamstring stretch. Get your foot on. Andrea, I'm sorry for putting my foot on the furniture. But this is for, it's a good cause, good cause. So we're gonna start with stretching through the hamstring. Put your foot on something nice and high. Start off lower if your hamstrings are like super, super, super tight. And then we just want to lean forward, hold for about 30 seconds or so, breathing into it, pulling the toes towards you, and sinking that chest in towards the thigh. 30 seconds, swap over. All right, we're going to jump into another hamstring stretch, but utilizing the band. If you don't have a band, don't worry. I'm going to show you the glute stuff later on. So what we're going to do, shove the band right around the top of the thigh. You want to attach the band to something, pull the knee right back in, and then grab hold of the calf, head back, and you want to try and pull this all the way back, breathing into it, and then trying to kind of move that hamstring, or move the leg, should I say, not the hamstring. Jordan, come on. Move the leg in different directions, find those super yucky spots, breathe into it, moving the knee, and just finding those areas that are super, 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 super tight. You'll repeat that on the other leg. That's similar to that one, but utilizing a band, okay? Now we're gonna go on to one utilizing a ball. These get better, combine them all if you've got this type of stuff, you get there a lot faster. So, one of these, this is a spiky one, you can have the the non-spiky ones as well. But a real good way to dig into the hamstrings and kind of get all that real nice and rip that tissue apart and just get it all nice and mobile. Get something nice and hard. Chuck it down there on the couch. Balls on top, hamstrings on top of that. And then all we're doing is finding those super yucky areas, and this is horrible, guys, I can tell you now. Find those super yucky areas, just relax this leg as much as you possibly can, and then just move the ball around. Get on those nasty spots. You can do a few contract release, contract release, and spend as much time as you want doing this type of stuff, okay? I generally will sit down with the TV on at night, do 10-20 minutes each leg, okay? Just watch, get that nasty spot, and then just hold it on there. Watch a little bit of TV, a little bit of Kardashians. No, I don't like Kardashians. $1 Million Listing. Guys, you feeling me on that one? $1 Million Listing LA, you know? It'll make this thing go super, super fast. So dig into all the hamstrings, swap over, other side, get into it. Cool? That there, guys, is the hamstrings done and dusted. You got your first exercise. If you have no kind of bands or balls or anything like that, you're gonna be smashing that one. Really open up the hamstrings. If you've got a band and a ball, then utilize these two exercises as well. Now we're gonna move on to glutes. All right, still on the posterior chain. Glutes, hip area. We're gonna really break that up. Couch, floor, anything like that. We wanna basically chuck the leg up, knees down, and then we're just gonna really work this, move in nice and deep, find those super yucky areas, out this way, push the knee down a little bit, get that chest over. I'm super tight through this area, as you can probably see. So this is what we wanna try and kind of stretch all through. The main thing is just finding those super, super yucky areas and just working on them. 30 seconds each side, swap and change as many times as you want until the area feels noticeably different. Got one of these, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna work the ball right through the glute area here, put it up here into the TFL on the side there, get it all into that hip, straight back down, all around this area here, okay? Stick it right into the glute. This leg here, you can do some opens. See, like the yes, no, yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no, not tonight. I've got a headache. Okay, maybe, yes. I've got a headache. No. You get what I'm saying? And then really just relax this leg here. This leg here is to take the pressure off, yeah? So if it gets a bit too much, oh, you can lift up. Drop it down, try and relax. You might get a little bit of spasm in there, just keep it on. Just work that whole area, and you want to just loosen up the entire glute area. This is a super awesome tool for opening up all the glutes and all the hips and everything like that. If you don't have one, but you still want to get on top of all that back pain, the stretch that I just did on the couch is an awesome one. Here's another one as well, actually. Down in this position here, 1 foot on, 1 foot over. You guys have probably seen it. Grab hold of the foot, grab hold of the knee, head back, pull towards you. Now we're gonna get into those hip flexors, all right? So, basic stretch, that position there, your knees kind of as flush up against the couch as possible, squeezing the glute here, lifting the chest, and just frying all through this hip flexor area here. Breathing into it, squeeze the bum, that'll intensify the stretch. We can hold this 30 seconds each side. If we have a band, basically we're doing a similar one, but the band's gonna be around here. So shove the band right in that position there, squeeze the glute, and stretch all through that area there. Squeeze, push. You'll feel the stretch all through here. Just want to open up all this area, kind of move over a little bit, get that psoas right in there, all through here, and then swap it over, other side, okay? They're your stretches. Now we're gonna move on to the ball. This one here is gonna help so much in breaking up. If you've got it, I find that this works better than the stretches, just really grinding through the hip flexor. So where we exactly wanna get this, right through the front here, little sneaky ab shot, oh, right through that area there. So we wanna nail it all through here, get right down. You can even start to get it a little bit into the quad through there, but mainly this area here, okay? And the way you're gonna do that, lie down. Man, the lighting on this thing is so sucky. But you're gonna grind it all through there. Find those nasty areas, you can see it down there. Man, I look pasty as well, my Lord. Kind of back and forward a little bit, then wiggle from side to side. Just break it all up. All this mobility stuff is about finding the yucky, what I call the yucky spots, yeah? Finding those areas that kind of make you want to cry and then working with it. That's what you want to try to get. And then you'll do each side, break it all up, and there you have it. So I really hope these techniques have helped you even just a little bit in understanding your back pain, and also just a few exercises that you can do to try and help it. Can you hear that? That's the dog. She's super angry with me because I didn't let her in when I was doing this video, because if I did, I would not get any of it done and she would be attacking me the whole time. But I hope this has helped you just a little bit. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physio, I am just a person that's been going to the gym for a very long time. I'm a personal trainer. I've dealt with a lot of clients with these issues before, and these principles, these stretches, these mobility techniques help so much. I'm a guy that suffered from lower back pain before and done all this type of stuff to help mobilize it, and it has worked wonders. So try it for yourself, see if it helps you. If it doesn't, then obviously get yourself to a physio or a chiropractor and get some scans done and see if the problem lies deeper or in different areas or something like that. But if you like this video, please subscribe, please share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Here we go. She wants the ball. She wants to play with the ball. What is it? What is it? Sky.